It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, you look at how this roster is constructed, the types of plays they run. They're looking to match up well against every style of opponent, and tonight will be a great test of that. Here in the early part of the season, Kenny, we've already seen a few teams outperform expectations. What can they do to keep rolling?
Just keep playing to your strengths, and you never let up. You can't change what you're doing now. It's working.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
And to add on to what my good friend Kenny was saying,
am I not your friend?
But you didn't say anything.
Yes,
Kenny
I did.
Said something. All right. Anyway, can't get overconfident like you're doing right now. Even though you're winning, you keep looking for things that you can do better.
Man.
And you are my good friend, Ernie.
Oh, thanks, Shaq. Now, let's send it over to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. It's the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Boston Celtics. So here we go, the 76ers to start it. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Malone. Irving is out there with McGinnis. Then it's Cheeks. And it's Iverson in at the 2 spot. Tries a 3 off the inbound. No good. Shot missing. Now Boston takes it the other way. Here's Kuzi. The feed now to Russell. And he lays it straight in. Russell's got the first points on the scoreboard for the Celtics.
And that's his strongest trait, the unselfishness from Kuzi. Fantastic at realizing when one of his guys has an opportunity for a clean look.
Here's Cheeks. The drive by Iverson. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with Philadelphia's head coach. He knows they're up against an excellent defense. He's been planning ways to get around that. He said it won't be easy. We have to fight for every basket, but this is our first matchup against them this year. Maybe we can catch them off guard. And if they adjust to that, well, we're going to have to adjust back. We'll see whose strategy pays off better. Kevin, back to you.
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different approaches till they find one that works.
Well, Greg, I think the best approach is a solid motion offense, a lot of back cuts, ball movement side to side. Against a team with this kind of defense, good movement is always the key to breaking them down.
Irving, and Dr. J slams it in.
And you love the quick ups, but then how about that explosiveness on the finish? Irving, man, he just has incredible gifts.
Pass to McHale. Bird outside. Nice ball movement by Boston. The shot's good from Kuzi.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Here's Cheeks. Iverson outside. Passes it to Malone. And it's sent back by Russell.
Wow. Look at the extension Russell gets there. That comes from great positioning plus the quick jump with the wingspan.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics shooting their first free throws of the night.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good.
And Kuzi, just an all-around talent, superb passer who also rebounds well at his position. And guess what, folks? He can also score with the best of them.
And so he makes both from the line.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
Iverson against Jones. Takes the 13-footer and too long on the shot. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Cheeks. The pass to Irving. And McGinnis kicks to Iverson. 6 on the shot clock. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. That's blocked by Bird. And so Boston again turning it over.
Talk about ugly. I mean, no pressure being put on him, and he sails the pass right out of bounds.
And so here is Philadelphia. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Malone, and Malone with the stuff.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
Here's Iverson. From 12 feet out, Bill Russell grabs the miss.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping for him.
And stolen by Irving. Pass to Cheeks. Down low. And he banks in the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
Well, their goal was to limit their turnovers. I mean, they've wasted way too many possessions with giveaways.
Here's Russell. The shot, no good. Nice D from Malone. Here's Cheeks. Malone outside to the paint. And McGinnis throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Bird. Knocks it down from 7 feet. Bird's got his first points of the night.
And you got to love Kuzi's ability to really create opportunities for his teammates. Just a pure point guard with superior passing skills.
Here's Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Irving's got his second basket.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive end.
Bird kicks to Russell. Pass to Kuzi. Now here's Bird. Iverson covering. Fades and shoots. Shot's good from Bird.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting his mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
Cheeks the pass to Malone. Passes to Cheeks. Bird against Irving. Great D that time from Bird.
That's just a quick move to the 10 and an even quicker reaction by the D to stop him.
Kuzi can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Cheeks kicks to Irving. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Celtics trail by 4. Kuzi passes to Jones. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Russell, and there are the Celtics with another basket. Philadelphia with the ball. Iverson outside. The kick out to Irving. Here's Malone. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And the 76ers lead by 4. Here's Kuzi. Knocked loose. Now the 76ers on the break. Cheeks' shot is good.
You got to have your antenna up when you're around Cheeks. He's great at using those quick hands to create steals.
Kuzi passes to Bird. Over Irving. Bird misses.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Now, here is Irving. He has 6. Malone. And it's sent back by Russell. To the inside. Here's Kuzi. Malone with the block.
And how about the quicks there by Malone to get up and deter that shot, utilizing that size and reach for the rejection. Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Kuzi, defended by Cheeks. Out of bounds, Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. And some changes here for the Celtics. Pierce comes in for McHale, and it's Havlicek in for Jones. The 76ers also with a sub. Cunningham's checked in. Bird, the pass to Havlicek.
Yeah, and among the many things to like about Hondo, he is strictly about the team. Willing to take on any role. He just wants to win.
For Boston, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Two shots.
That's good from Havlicek. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Chamberlain's checked in for Malone. Jones comes in for Irving. Collins checked in for Allen Iverson. And Hersey Hawkins subbed in for Cheeks. Both free throws good from Havlicek. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And Philadelphia has possession. 4-point game. Hawkins kicks to Collins. The pass to Chamberlain. Hersey Hawkins on the wing. Pass to Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Drops in the tray. And the 76ers lead by 7.
And a well-decorated college player, largely for his ability to fill it up from distance. Hawkins pure on that one.
The shot by Collins, no good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. To the middle, here's Havlicek. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Philadelphia leading by 5. Hawkins passes to Jones. Now Hawkins. Chamberlain kicks to Hawkins. On the wing, Jones. Shoots the 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Havlicek against Collins. Havlicek dishes to Pierce. Over Jones, and count it from 19 feet away. Now it's just a 3-point 76ers lead. Now the 76ers with it. And here's Hawkins. Kicks it to Cunningham. They get it back. Chamberlain. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Pierce. Austin making a switch here. Parrish is checked in. .143 left to play here in the first. Out to White. Shot clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Cunningham. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession. Celtics trail by 3. Havlicek, the pass to Collins. Back to Havlicek, and stolen by Chamberlain. To the inside, Cunningham. A second chance effort. That one goes. Count it. And the 76ers lead by 5.
Love the grit on the offensive glass. Those are just effort points.
Outside, Pierce. Yes, that goes in.
And Pierce always been great at just getting into the heart of the defense. Feels real comfortable when he's in attack mode around the rim.
Here is Cunningham. Passes to Hawkins. shoots from the high post, and he knocks down the jumper. Hawkins has got his second bucket tonight. So it's Boston now, trailing by 5. Pierce against Jones. Pierce the pass to Cowens. And White kicks to Pierce. 5 on the clock. And Cowens gets it to go. Cowens has got his first basket of the night.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
And stolen by White. He feeds it to Havlicek. Buries it down low. Now just a 1-point Philadelphia lead.
Oh, you can't lay that pass in there any better.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76ers lead by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, aggressive on D, efficient on offense. They balled out to an early lead.
White with it. So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Jones is out there with Cunningham. Then it's Hersey Hawkins. Then it's Collins. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5 spot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Will Chamberlain picks one up. Boston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Now Collins. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Knocked away. He dishes it to Cunningham. Back to Collins. Here's Hawkins. Hits the 3-point bomb. And the 76ers lead by 2. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Jones against Pierce. And that one is off. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Inside. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. From outside the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here is Cunningham over Cowens. Cunningham's shot is off. To the middle, here's White. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Jones looking for an opening. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Thursday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Saturday, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks coming into town.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
Here's Collins. Now here's White. Shot from 12. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Chamberlain got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Collins. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Collins has got his first basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
White dishes to Pierce. Back to White, and stolen by Chamberlain. Collins passes to Cunningham. It's deflected. Right side, White. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now a timeout called by Boston.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
Changes for Philadelphia. Irving's checked in for Jones. Iverson comes in for Collins. And Cheeks is subbed in for Hawkins. Havlicek with it. He's against Cunningham. Philadelphia leading by 6. Here's Cheeks. Parrish grabs the board.
Almost every look he gets inside is a good one, but the D hangs in there and makes it a tough one.
Here's Pierce, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Pierce has got 4 this quarter. And so here is Philadelphia. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Poke loose. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Several teams changing it up here. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. The shot's good by Chamberlain.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Cousy passes to McHale. Nice ball movement by Boston. Jones, no one around him. Knocks down the 3-ball. Jones has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Now here's Iverson. 6 to shoot. The pass to Malone. And it's sent back by McHale. Out to the right wing. Here's Cousy, defended by Cheeks. Malone with the block. Irving against Bird. Irving looking over the floor. He kicks it to Iverson. Pass to Malone. Irving against Bird. Chamberlain. It's good on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 5.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
McHale passes to Parrish. Here's Kuzi, and Jones has it in the corner. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Chamberlain got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Irving. Got a piece of it.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And Dr. J slams it in.
And guys, in the open court, that's where Dr. J has you holding your breath. He is a human highlight reel.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
He's checked in for Robert Parrish. Here's Bird. Boston again missing. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 13-5 run here. Iverson against Jones. Here's Cheeks. Lets a floater go, and it's sent back by Russell. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Kuzi. Kicks it to McHale. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. McHale's got his first 2 points.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Passes it to Chamberlain. Now Irving. He's guarded by Russell. Irving passes to Chamberlain. Here's Iverson. The basket good off the assist from Chamberlain. Iverson's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. Here's Kuzi. The pass to Bird. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Chamberlain got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's Irving. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And guys, it's crazy. He really was a late bloomer. You know, Irving didn't have the big-time amateur career you hear about with some stars. But boy, he's more than made up for it.
First trip to the line for him here. And the first one drops. McGinnis, who's checked in for Philadelphia. And so Irving nails both of them. Here's Kuzi. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And here's Russell. McHale kicks to Jones. And that one's on target from the wing. Jones has got 5 now. Philadelphia leading by 7. Outside Irving. From deep. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
Feeds to Jones. A beautiful reverse layup. He has 7.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Jones against Iverson. Over Jones. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Irving against Bird.
And not blessed with the greatest defensive tools, Bird uses terrific court sense to see the play before it develops. Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Now here's Jones. He has 7. Count it. And the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Bird.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
Philadelphia leading by 7. Iverson with the ball. Over Jones. Again, Philadelphia.
And Iverson, no problem scoring over the contested arms of the defense. His focus, just insane.
And it's the Celtics ball. Kuzi passes to Russell. Here's Kuzi. Outside, Jones. Pass to Kuzi. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. No good that time. And Philadelphia the other way now.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Bird against Irving. Bird, the pass to Kuzi. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to Jones. Knocks it loose. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Boston making some changes. Paul Pierce is checked in for Bird. And it's Havlicek in for Jones. And the 76ers also making a change. Hawkins is checked in. Shot clock at 2. Havlicek. Boston again missing.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Hawkins kicks to Malone. Iverson outside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Havlicek against Iverson. Pass to Kuzi, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Cunningham, he's checked in for the 76ers. Collins comes in for Allen Iverson. He's got 8. 1:33 left in the first half of the game. Passes it to McGinnis. Offline with his 3.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
Yeah, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Pierce.
He played a very solid first quarter. Now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
Havlicek against Collins. Stolen by Havlicek. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And he finished it off with the lay-in. Havlicek's got his third basket of the night right there.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Hawkins passes to Cunningham. They get a hand on it. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Jones checked in for Moses Malone. 43 seconds left in the first half. White the pass to Cowens. Back to White. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Hawkins kicks to Cunningham. Here's McGinnis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Philadelphia is shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first. Second free throw, no good. Celtics trail by 3. Takes the 13-footer, and it's off the back rim, no good. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Just 3 on the clock. That shot off the mark.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Philadelphia ahead, up 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Right out of the gates, it was Philadelphia setting the tone. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. Much of their early lead was flushed down the drain, though, as they ended the quarter up by just 3. Anyone's game throughout the second quarter, but they gained some ground and now hold a 3-point lead at the half. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
They showed a total lack of discipline in the first half, way too many turnovers. Coach was not happy, a lot of miscommunication going on. This game could easily get away from them if they do not tighten up.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And as we return, we get a look at the Boston skyline. Those drone cameras are really something. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic from Dr. J, Julius Erving so far.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to. Just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, when you're trying to check a guy like that, you have to move your feet laterally, defensively. That didn't happen.
Celtics trail by 3. We've got Kevin McHale. He's out there with Russell. Jones is out there with Bird. And it's Kuzi in at the 1 spot. That's the Boston 5. Iverson against Jones. Clock at 6. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Jones has got the first bucket of the third here for the Celtics. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Philadelphia. They've led by as much as 10. Cheeks the pass to McGinnis. On the wing, Irving. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Here's Kuzi, defended by Cheeks. It's stolen. He gets it in there.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you spend all that time in the locker room trying to get mentally prepared. Then you come out and give up that? No.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
That free throw good from Cheeks. Celtics trail by 4. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's Bird. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bird's got 9 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Cheeks. That shot is off. Nice D from Russell.
As off the mark as he has been, they're a little lucky to be in front.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Jones against Iverson. Jones drives in. Over Iverson. Shot clock at 6. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Here's Irving. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
The 76ers have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. That's good from Irving. Now Jones. He's got 9. That's tipped. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Celtics trail by 7. Bird, the pass to Kuzi. He kicks to Jones. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Russell. Boston again missing. Philadelphia leading by 7. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Cheeks. He has 7. Shot clock at 5. Over Kuzi. Cheeks no good.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
And it's sent back by Irving.
And not many guys Irving's size are this good at blocking shots. Takes incredible timing and athleticism.
Now here's Iverson. He has 6. Tries it from the top of the key and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Celtics trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
McHale kicks to Bird. 6 on the shot clock. Will it go? And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, and every generation or so, a player comes along who can be considered a true superstar. Folks, that's Larry Bird.
For Boston, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. Throw good. Bird. Robert Parrish is checked in for Boston. Chamberlain's checked in for Philadelphia. Bird hits them both.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
Philadelphia leading by 7. Iverson outside. Over Jones. Iverson gets the bucket. Iverson's got 4 points in the quarter. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Kicks to Bird. Over Irving. Shot's good from Bird. Bird's got 13.
It's been a steady game for him, but he hasn't done enough to keep them from falling behind.
Inside, deflects the pass. Stolen by Parrish. Outside, Jones. McHale outside. And there's the pass to Kuzi. And that's collected by Malone.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Even with the miss, that's a jumper he'll keep taking as long as they keep leaving him open.
Now here's Bird. He's got 13. Here's Cheeks. Outside Irving. That's tipped. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto where they'll take on the Raptors. And then on Saturday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Bird can't hit. The 76ers leading by 7. Here's Cheeks. 7 points in the game. Irving passes to Malone. Inside, fires it up, and Chamberlain gets it to go on the assist from Moses Malone. He's got 8.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Will off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Here's Kuzi. The dish now to Jones. Here's Kuzi, defended by Cheeks. Releases from 15, and that one comes up a bit short.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
Now here's Jones. After Julius Irving's miss. Iverson against Jones. Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Here's White. Clock at 6. Gets the three-pointer to fall. White's got 7 points.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here. On defense, Boston. 6-point game. Cunningham dishes it to Jones. Clock at 6. Poked away. From deep, Iverson. The offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
White against Hawkins, and it goes down 2 points. White's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Here's Iverson, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The 76ers have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Iverson. And both free throws good for Iverson.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now here's White. He's got 9. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Iverson and out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. Hawkins against Pierce. White inside. The kick out to Pierce. Just 5 to shoot. Over Cunningham. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Paul Pierce.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Pass to Chamberlain. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Jones, no one around him. The 76ers again can't hit it. Havlicek against Iverson. The dive for the ball. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. A shot off that time. Some solid defensive work there from Havlicek. Pierce kicks to White. The 76ers making a switch here. Collins is checked in. Jones against Pierce. They double up Pierce. Here's Collins, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. He's got 8. Here's Cunningham. Misses the 3. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game. And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
Outside, Jones misses the three.
Oh, man, you can't get much better look from three-point range than that one. That just wasn't in rhythm.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
Tipped away. High post Chamberlain. Can they get it? And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Chamberlain got 12 points in the game.
This game would have a different look if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, 100% from the field for him.
Here's White. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for White. Boston making a switch here. Russell's checked in. And both free throws good for White.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Hawkins passes to Jones. And here's Hawkins. Chamberlain with it. He's picked up by Russell. Here's Hawkins. Back to Chamberlain. In the corner, Collins with it. 6 to shoot. Dishes to Cunningham. Over Collins. Cunningham gets the bucket. 6 points for him. 1:39 left in the third. Up top, Havlicek. He's covered by Hawkins. With some arc, count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Havlicek.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
He's got 8. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. McGinnis, he's checked in for Philadelphia. .116 left to play in the third. Hawkins against White. Here's the teardrop. The shot by Hawkins, no good. It's a close game here in Boston. To the middle, here's Pierce, and it's all evened up. Pierce has got 4 points this quarter.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Outside, Jones lets the 3 fly, and it's Cowens with the rebound. Cowens has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Havlicek, and it's Boston with another.
And guys, you got to know who you're guarding. You got to run the shooter off that sweet spot. And for Havlicek, that's anything in the mid-range area.
Hawkins against White. Here's McGinnis. Percy Hawkins on the wing. Pass to McGinnis. Over Russell. Here's Cunningham. That's tipped, and he recovers it. Pierce kicks to Havlicek. Over Collins. Goes back up, and Russell with the lay-in. And it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
And this is the problem. The length, the timing. Russell, one of the very best at corralling misses and turning them into points.
And we've reached the end of the third. Celtics lead by 4. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. The 76ers trail by 4 on the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. McGinnis out there with Cunningham. Then it's Jones. Then it's Cheeks. And it's Collins in at the 2-guard spot. Pierce against Jones. Pierce the pass to Kuzi. Over Cheeks. Kuzi can't hit.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Jones against Pierce. Jones the pass to Cheeks. Tipped away. Here's Kuzi. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Jones checked in for the Celtics. Moses Malone. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Irving comes in for Collins. John Havlicek on the wing. He's covered by Malone.
Oh, he has to fight for that one. Doing the dirty work, getting after it on the glass.
Cunningham kicks to Malone. Shoots over Havlicek. Malone misses.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Irving. Unloads from 13. The shot, no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Havlicek outside. High, arcing shot, and he lays it up and in. Havlicek's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Boston. The 76ers trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the 76ers call time here.
Yeah, just hitting a reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
A chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
McHale, he checked in for Boston. Bird comes in for Havlicek. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last time out, I heard the 76ers coach talk to his team. He told them, now's when you turn it on. Leave them in the rearview mirror. I know we can put these guys away. We'll see if they can deliver.
Thank you, David. Irving against Bird, and the shot goes in. And now an 8-point Boston lead.
Yeah, Bird never ceases to amaze. His ability to score with a hand in his face, sometimes against multiple defenders, really a testament to his focus and his talent.
And the layup's good off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Cousy passes to Jones. He kicks to McHale. Russell inside, working on Malone. Down low, Jones. Malone with the block. To the middle, here's Cheeks. Up and in on the layup. Now just a 4-point Boston lead.
Great move to get to the rim. I think they're going to take the aggressive approach down the stretch.
And they have to. I mean, this isn't the time in the game to be careful. This is the time to attack.
And he makes that one. And the Celtics lead by 6.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Malone outside. And there's the pass to Cheeks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it from the elbow. Here's McGinnis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Allen Iverson's checked in for Cunningham. McGinnis hits them both. Here's Cousy. Kicks it to Russell. Here's Cousy. Outside, Jones. Off target from three-point range.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Playing big, willing to go toe-to-toe against the guy who towers over him.
Well, it's just an attitude, a way of life. You can't let people see you back down, or they take it as a sign of weakness and expect that treatment every time.
An obsessive perfectionist. Bird's become one of the great passers this league has ever seen.
From 13, and Boston with the rebound. Russell's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here's Cousy, defended by Cheeks. Celtics passing it around. Here's Cousy, defended by Cheeks, pushing their lead to double digits. Bird's got 11 in the second half.
That gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Here's Iverson. Another miss by Philadelphia. Celtics leading by 11. Bird outside. Oh, Russell in position. An emphatic LU jam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 14 rebounds. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Irving's got 20 points.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Yep, it counts.
And obviously you know about the deep range, but Bird just as lethal, working the angles on the interior.
Here's Cheeks. To the inside. Here's McGinnis. And that one drops for him. McGinnis has got 4 points now in the quarter. Celtics leading by 11. Kuzi passes to Bird. Pass to Kuzi. Bird against Irving. Back to Bird. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Cheeks. Pass to Irving. To the left wing. Here's Cheeks. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
On the basket by Jones.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
Passes it to McGinnis. He kicks to Irving. Pulls up on the elbow. Again, Philadelphia. And the Celtics with possession here. They're leading by 8. Kuzi passes to Jones. McHale with it. And it's Russell missing. Here's Cheeks. He dishes it to Malone. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Bird against Irving. Bird outside. To the inside. Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And the relentless nature that is Bill Russell. Always working for the best scoring opportunity. Won't find one better than that.
Here's Malone. That's it, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Bill Russell.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Irving against Havlicek. Here's Russell, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Malone's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And the pass to Iverson. To the wing right side. Pass to Cheeks. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's just a 4-point Celtic lead.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line. He's out competing guys.
Here's Russell, and Bill Russell slams it in.
And remember, Havlicek was a highly recruited quarterback, so you see his passing ability on that one.
Cheeks kicks to Malone. Over Russell. And he can't bank that one in. Celtics leading by 6. Jones for 3. And it's Malone with the rebound. Here's Cheeks. Malone in the high post. And it's Malone finishing it off.
And Cheeks is the ultimate orchestrator when it comes to running the offense. A creative guard with exceptional passing ability.
The Celtics working the ball around now. And that one's good from Havlicek.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
And you have to like this. Why? Because it's helping them space the floor, which can create other opportunities.
Kuzi passes to Russell. Here's Kuzi. He's covered by Malone. To the paint. Here's Havlicek. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're down by 9. 52 seconds left to play here in the fourth. .52 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Iverson against Jones, and stolen by Russell.
And that's turned over in about the most frustrating way possible.
Oh, yeah. It's one thing if the defender makes a great play, okay? But to lose control of it and get called for the over and back, that's tough to swallow.
Cheeks kicks to Malone. No good, unable to end this run.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Jones for 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball, great execution on offense, everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
Looking to end his cold spell, and so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, one thing they've talked about, sustaining focus on the defensive end, allowing no easy shots, trying to be disruptive, maybe causing some turnovers that can lead to easy buckets in transition. Two great backcourts going head-to-head tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on how the guard position has evolved over time? And
Well,
make it quick.
Yeah.
The evolution of the guard position in 12 seconds, please.
Well, you weren't quick, so why do I have to be so quick?
Well, just try.
8
Okay,
seconds
I'm
left.
going to be as quick as I can,
Okay.
7,
but I'm going to be
6,
as
5,
vigilant as I can.
Okay.
4,
You know,
3,
they're more like combo guards
2,
now.
1. And with all the switching guards who can defend more position for the teams that rebound collectively, guards have to be involved on the boards.
Yeah, it's almost like you were reading that, Shaq.
We were going to give you 10 seconds, Shaq. You didn't have to rush.
I did rush.
You didn't have to. Because
Yeah,
anyway.
combo guards. Let's go courtside.
Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder facing the Golden State Warriors. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Durant. Payton is out there with Allen. And it's Sigma in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Pass to Chamberlain. Over Sigma. Out to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Outside Curry. Over Payton. And the basket by Curry.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Passes it to Payton. Shoots over Curry. Left block shot on the way. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. And Thompson kicks to Green. Chamberlain the pass to Curry. Thompson outside. Jacks up a 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Allen finds Payton. That one, no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Outside Curry. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Six to shoot. Outside Durant, launches it, hands it from downtown.
And that's where KD just feasts with this team. When it comes to those spot-ups, he's as good as anyone in the league.
Out to the right wing. Fires from 18. That doesn't go either for Payton.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Here's Durant, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Durant's got 5.
What I love about Durant, doesn't force anything. Everything comes naturally and under control.
Here's Haywood. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
If you go by pure analytics, there is an argument to be made for that. This time, doesn't work out.
And the three ball is good. Payton's got his second basket of the game.
Knows where everybody is. If there's an open man, Durant's going to find him.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Curry with it. Now Payton defending. Durant, the pass to Curry. And he uses the glass on the layup.
You know, that's another good play call. They are shooting 80% to start this game.
Now the pass to Haywood. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Durant against Durant. Ray Allen is on the wing. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 4 on the shot clock. From about 19 feet.
Even though he's not the biggest guy, Curry's instincts and competitiveness help him out on the defensive end.
Another 3 for Golden State.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Thunder trailing by 5. Nobody near Allen. And the Thunder another 3. And so here is Golden State. Curry with it. 7 points in the game. And stolen by Payton. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. Outside Durant. Pass to Allen. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Payton's got 7 points. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Outside Durant. Down low. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And the play looked good there for a second. Just couldn't finish.
Well, the pass has to be on point. Then the catch and flush. Just doesn't work out here.
Green dishes to Chamberlain. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Durant kicks to Haywood. Down low, Sigma. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
I like to see that. Taking it up strong in traffic.
The Warriors trailing. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk to Golden State's head coach. He says his team has exceptional hand-eye coordination. He thinks they can rack up some steals and convert on those extra possessions. If they do so, he's optimistic that they'll win this one. We'll see, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks very much, David. Did you guys see this game playing out as a defensive battle?
If they get their way, it will be. They're coming in with the idea that they can win this game with their defense.
Well, if they've done it before, sounds like their goal is the same as always. Cause as many problems as possible with their D and never let up at that end of the floor.
And as of late, they have not looked good at all. Actually, they've been dominated.
And the worst part, they're starting to get down on themselves. Really need that one big play to spark some life back into them.
Here is Durant to stop the run. The shot that time, not on target. Durant with some nice D. He kicks it to Payton. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Very unselfish. Durant running the play all the way through. More than happy to facilitate.
It's Curry outside. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Payton outside. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Pass to Payton. Shot clock at 6. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now here's Curry. 7 points in the game. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Boy, how consistently good Steph's been over the course of his career. What a teammate, what a leader.
Westbrook passes to Kemp. Here is Sigma. Back to Durant. Over Barry. Again, Oklahoma City.
He handles like a point guard. KD looks at ease running that pick and roll.
Warriors trail by 5. Now Curry. 10 points for him. Passes it to Mullen. Some nice passing by Golden State here. It's hauled in by Sigma. The Thunder leading by 5 to the inside. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and then Kemp slams it in.
Oh, beautiful setup there. One thing you can say about Kemp, no pass is too high for him to go get.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Curry. The teardrop falls in. Curry's got 12 in the game.
The floater is a tough shot, and Stephen Curry has mastered it.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Ellis on top, guarded by Curry. Here is Sigma over Mullen. Sigma with the bucket. Sigma's got his second bucket of the night.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The pass to Barry. Hardaway from outside. Kevin Durant with the rebound. On offense, here are the Thunder. They're on a 17-5 run here. Got that one up quick. And it's a 9-point Thunder lead.
Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
Pass to Barry. Kicks it to Curry. The long distance three is Barry. Curry's got 15.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the Nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
Back to Durant. Five to shoot. Shoots the three. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Down low. Barry misses.
That's one of those where you think you've got it, you relax for just a second, and then you're kicking yourself.
Baseline try, and Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Here's Hardaway. Back to Curry. Pass to Hardaway. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And a lot of scoring here early on. This is the type of game the fans love to see.
I love it. Really, both teams running plays that fit the personnel, going back and forth.
Now here's Durant. The rebound by Thurman.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Oklahoma City. 6-point lead, and the basket is good.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Curry with it. Westbrook picks him up. Passes to Barry. Over Durant. The shot's good from Barry. Barry's got his first points of the game.
And if there's one guy you know won't hesitate to pull the trigger, it's Barry. Before that pass even got there, you could tell his mind was made up. He was going to take that shot.
Here's Kemp. Tips it up. It's good on the putback. Sikma's got his third basket of the night right there.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Now here is Mullen. No points in the game yet for him. Hardaway kicks to Mullen. Thurman passes to Curry. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Sikma's got 4 rebounds in this game. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
KD with the reach to finish anything you throw his way.
Warriors trail by 10. Inside. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. From 13, and it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Ellis.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggler?
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
And here are the Warriors now. It's a 10-point game. Steph Curry's out there with Hardaway. Then it's Mullen. Then there's Barry. And it's Thurman in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Stephen Curry driving the basketball has a nice knack to be able to, once he's inside the paint, to draw the fouls.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Westbrook kicks to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss. Sigma. It's tipped.
I'm not sure another player combines defense and offense as well as Thurman. The only reason he doesn't get more blocks is because so many guys are afraid to bring the ball anywhere near him.
Here's Barry. Kemp with the steal. To the paint. And slam dunk by Kemp.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Westbrook against Curry. There's the pass to Barry. Clock at 6. Over Kemp. Here's Thurman. It's hauled in by Sigma. Sigma's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Ellis. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. And now a 12-point Thunder lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Curry outside. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Johnson right side. It's deflected. In the corner, Hardaway with it. It's good from long range. Hardaway has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Warriors. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Mullen. Here's Thurman. Pass to Barry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Curry. And the shot is long.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll be playing the Clippers in Los Angeles. Then on Sunday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings.
And for the matchup with the Suns, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. And the Thunder with some changes. Haywood's checked in, and it's Allen in for Ellis. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Payton's checked in. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Hardaway against Johnson. Passes it to Barry. He kicks to Green. And the shot goes down.
Not the tallest power forward in the league, but Draymond Green carving out space.
Allen outside. He's looking for Kemp and finds him. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. And it's Green missing.
No one near him. That's one he's got to hit. One he usually hits.
Allen finds Payton. Durant's checked in for Golden State. Outside Kemp to the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Chamberlain against Payton. Shoots over Chamberlain. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
Here is Durant. 5 points in the game. Out to Thompson. This one for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
A tough play to defend. Clay gets rid of the ball as quickly as anyone.
To the middle. And slam dunk by Kemp.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass. And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Oklahoma City on D. They're leading by 8. Off the left rim and out. Now here's Johnson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The pass to Haywood. Kicks it to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Haywood. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And the ultimate combo guard. Johnson can pass with the league's best playmakers.
Pass to Thompson.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Passes it to Chamberlain. Out to Hardaway. Back to Chamberlain.
And Hardaway always looking to incorporate his teammates. You can see him keeping his eyes moving in order to make sure he's ready to deliver to the open man.
Ray Allen is on the wing. Defended by Durant. 6 to shoot. Payton against Thompson. From 13. Misses off the right iron. Warriors trail by 8. Outside for Durant. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Hardaway against Payton. Fires from the line. Hardaway, no good.
When you defend a good mid-range shooter, this is how you contest without fouling.
The feed now to Kemp, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Green dishes to Durant. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And you see the improved strength of Kevin Durant, able to convert through contact now.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Durant's checked in for Oklahoma City.
One shot.
That's good from Durant.
What's crazy about KD, he's been an NBA champion and a finals MVP all in 2017, and I still feel like he's improving.
Durant against Allen. To the left wing. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
You know, I love the effort just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow.
Shot clock at 5. Payton attacking. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Oklahoma City called for the foul. The Warriors have looked good at the line today. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
And we know, of course, Clay coming from a basketball family. In fact, his father back in 1978 was drafted #1 overall.
Durant against Thompson. Kemp kicks to Haywood. And the pass to Allen. Chamberlain against Payton. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Durant. And it falls over the rim and in. Durant's got 6.
And that's where KD just feasts with this team. When it comes to those spot-ups, he's as good as anyone in the league.
Hardaway passes to Thompson. Hardaway against Payton. Lets it go from 14. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Warriors trail by 7. Hardaway finds Thompson. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Thompson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Warriors. Thompson's gotten 2 of his 3 attempts to fall from beyond the arc. Kemp passes to Haywood. Here's Payton, defended by Durant. Back to Durant. Three-pointer. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Oh, okay. It's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Hardaway kicks to Green. Haywood against Durant. And it's Golden State with another.
He can break you down solo, but coming off a screen, how are you going to stop KD?
Allen outside. And then Durant with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Hardaway against Payton. And here is Durant. 10 points for him. Here's Chamberlain. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. He gets that one.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Hardaway against Allen. Payton left side, and it's Kemp slamming it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Thompson finds Hardaway. Outside, Green launches a three. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists tonight.
And I like the way they're using the entire court here in the second quarter. Their three-point percentage has gone through the roof.
Allen for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Chamberlain got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's taken away by Payton. Inside. Allen passes to Durant. Over Thompson. No good from Durant. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Trailing by 4. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Knows where everybody is. If there's an open man, Durant's going to find him.
Payton against Hardaway. Payton kicks to Durant. Over in the corner, Allen. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that 3rd foul this early.
Curry's checked in for Hardaway. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Kemp. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Fires, high post. The shot's good. Westbrook's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I'm not entirely sure what the defensive strategy was there, but it worked poorly. He loves taking that shot.
Curry finds Thompson. Haywood against Durant. Haywood with the rebound. Haywood's got his 4th rebound in this one. Payton in the corner. That one misses. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They are leading by 4. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, I see a team that's playing smart, moving the ball around to the open man, just taking what the defense gives them. There's a nice flow, a nice energy, a nice synergy to the game.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Their defense has been practically non-existent. Sure, they're facing a team that got hot. You can even say a bit lucky at times, but no one is stepping up on D and taking anything away. Have some pride. Don't let a guy shoot like that in your face.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
A look there at the Golden Gate Bridge, blanketed, shrouded in fog. What a sight. Welcome back to the Bay Area, everyone. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Defensively coming in, you know he's going to be tough to stop, but I'm still waiting to see a plan to even contain him.
And the Warriors with possession here. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Payton. He's out there with Allen, and it's Sigma in at the center position. Durant kicks to Green. Curry trying to break free. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Draymond Green.
And that's how you want to come out of the locker room. He is fired up.
Yes, in the first minute or so, you knock down a couple shots. You are in rhythm.
Haywood, no good. Thompson against Allen. Knocks it loose, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. They'll begin a road trip starting in Utah up against the Jazz. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing the Nuggets in Denver.
And for the matchup with the Suns, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Shot clock at 6. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Thompson's got 10.
And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
Well, this team, they trust each other. Even down big, they have the ability to come back, and they have so far.
It's stolen by Allen. Out to Payton. Corner shot. It's rebounded by Golden State. Chamberlain got double-digit rebounds now in the game. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Great play calling. The execution, 3 for 3 to start the half.
The Warriors have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. That free throw good from Durant. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Pass to Haywood. Allen kicks to Payton. Oklahoma City moving it around. Durant against Durant. Durant the pass to Payton. And there's the call on Curry. That'll be his second foul of the game. Durant against Durant. Payton outside. Clock at 6. Over Green.
Sitting here watching Draymond, he's a phenomenal defender, just watching the principles and how active he is.
That one good for 2.
And coming out of halftime, coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
Payton kicks to Durant. Pass to Sigma. They need this one. Haywood, no good.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Thompson inside the line. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists now in this one. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Allen kicks to Payton. Shoots over Curry. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Payton's got 13.
Finally, now 1 for 5 here in the third. We'll see if that boosts their confidence.
Passes it to Curry. And here is Durant down low.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. And the pass to Sigma. Knocked loose. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Payton kicks to Allen from deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
Pass to Thompson. It's tipped. Here's Chamberlain, and it's Golden State with another.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Durant feeling it out a bit. He kicks to Haywood. Allen for three, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Thompson outside. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. 15 points for Klay Thompson. Allen outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Here's Payton. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
Ellis is checked in for the Thunder. Johnson comes in for Payton. It's picked off. Johnson kicks to Allen. Over in the corner, Ellis. Back to Allen. Pass to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Durant. Thompson inside the line. And the lead now. Double digits on that bucket. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half. Thunder trailing by 10. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
You know, this is the right move. Maybe a break in the action will cool him down.
Durant against Green. Durant finds Allen. Curry against Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And stolen by Chamberlain. And Durant gets double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Golden State with it. Curry against Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Curry attacking. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And it's a 12-point Warrior lead. Now the Thunder with it. Johnson kicks to Allen. The dish to Durant. To halt the run. Sigma. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Allen. The shot will not fall. The Warriors go the other way with it. Curry with it. He's got 19. A different look for Oklahoma City. Sean Kemp, he's checked in for Durant. And Russell Westbrook has subbed in for Allen. Westbrook against Curry. The shot's good by Chamberlain.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And as of late, they have not looked good at all. Actually, they've been dominating.
And the worst part, they're starting to get down on themselves. Really need that one big play to spark some life back into them.
Thunder trailing by 14. Now Johnson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Out to the wing. Westbrook against Mullen. Shot clock at 5. Westbrook, no good.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Johnson kicks to Westbrook. Shoots over Curry. Westbrook, no good.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
To the inside, and it's Kemp slamming it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Ellis.
That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
Curry kicks to Mullen. Passes it to Chamberlain. Shoots it up. The shot's good from Mullen. Mullen's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They've got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Westbrook, no good. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Kicks it to Chamberlain. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Back to Curry. 3-pointer. Another 3 for Golden State.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Ellis outside. Johnson in the corner. Over Mullen. That's tipped. To the paint. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
I mean, clearly not on the same page right there. You hate to give away possessions.
Thunder trailing by 17. Here's Westbrook. He's got 8, and Steph Curry with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Inside. Oh, that's blocked.
I love the intensity dial up here from a defensive standpoint in the second half, doing a much better job.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the third. The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
And Nate Thurman is the charter member of one of the NBA's most exclusive clubs. First player in league history to ever record a quadruple-double. Very few guys have pulled that one off.
Johnson down low, defended by Mullen. Got a piece of it.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And there's another turnover by the Warriors. The Warriors making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Thunder trailing by 20. Now the pass to Westbrook. Johnson against Mullen. Pass to Ellis. Outside Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. That's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And so here is Oklahoma City.
He's been scoreless for a while now. They're still trailing here. They might want to move to some other options offensively.
Hardaway against Westbrook. They get a hand on it and taken away by Johnson. To the left wing. Westbrook passes to Johnson. And nothing is falling for him right now. Warriors leading by 20. Feeds it to Mullen. It's stolen by Johnson. Westbrook kicks to Johnson. It's deflected.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And the shot goes in. Mullen's got 6.
Yeah, we all know Rick Barry can create for himself, but we get to see there what kind of passing skills he also possesses. What a sensational feed.
Now here's Westbrook. Knocked away from deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going, the comeback was on. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Mullen is out there with Curry. Then there's Chamberlain. Then there's Barry. And it's Thurman in at the center. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Payton. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Payton's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Oklahoma City. Chamberlain down low. Working on Haywood. And he comes up with the deuce.
But here's the problem. Now, no one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Payton kicks to Haywood. Oklahoma City moving it around. Inside. And here is Curry. Here's Mullen. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Chamberlain against Haywood. Pass to Payton. When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But you also give those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double in wins versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own.
6 to shoot. Buries it down low. Payton's got 4 points this quarter.
You don't see the finger roll that much anymore, but when you do, it's always a treat.
Here's Curry. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Mullen. It's hauled in by Sigma.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Westbrook can't get it to go. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Harden against Richmond. Out left to the wing. Outside Wilkins. Over Green. Misses off the left iron.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Back to Richmond. Over Harden. Richmond with the bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Out to the right wing. Here's McDaniel. Richardson cover. Lewis outside. High arcing shot, and the layup is good.
The beauty of the teardrop. Very difficult to really contest.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
To the inside, Floyd. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Harden inside the three-point line. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Here's Golden State now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Outside, Green. Passes it to Richmond. Off target from three-point range. Lewis, left side. Wilkins up top. To the paint. It's the Warriors on the break. Richardson, good.
Beautiful feed by Draymond. He plays a physical game, but he also has great awareness and skill.
Here's Harden on the wing. He's covered by Richmond. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Richardson's running. Green kicks to Richmond. On the wing, Jason Richardson fires from the wing. And it's Golden State with another. Here's Oklahoma City now. And there's the pass to McDaniel. On the wing, Harden. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's McDaniel, guarded by Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wilkins. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Here's Floyd, defended by Wilkins. Takes the 13-footer. Thunder with the rebound. Steve, the NBA playing games in foreign countries now during the regular season. You think that'll become a more common occurrence?
I do, Kevin. I think they do a good job of getting a chance to, I would say, gather all the fans around the globe. Our game is going more global. And I think some of the players and some of the teams, they love it. I think a lot of times if they make sure the NBA, they're not sending the exact same teams and get a chance to spread the wealth, I think it's a great idea.
Payton kicks to Haywood. Payton outside. From the line. Here's Sigma. That's tipped.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
The shot by Floyd, no good. And so here is Oklahoma City. Payton surveying the floor. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Payton's got 19 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Richardson against Durant. Richardson kicks to Green. No one covering.
And right now, Draymond is just cooking. Immediately firing, having confidence in himself and knowing he can knock that one down.
Green's gone a nice 5 of 6 shooting from the field. Here's Haywood. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
There's only the Basketball Hall of Fame that is shared among all basketball organizations, Steve. Do you think there should be an NBA Hall of Fame?
You know, Kevin, I do. I mean, I love the way we've done it, and obviously it's been successful. But, you know, the Basketball Hall of Fame is your entire body of work. And I think sometimes we don't understand that that's from high school, college level into the NBA. Whereas, you know, there's some guys are making it because of that, and there's some guys getting slighted because of that. So I do think one day we should just have the NBA Hall of Fame, just like the NFL.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
And slam dunk by Haywood.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Durant, the pass to Floyd. Durant against Durant. Richmond for 3. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Richmond's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. For 3. That shot off. So Golden State will take it the other way. Pass to Floyd. To the middle. Here's Durant. Here's Floyd. Back to Durant. Pass to Richardson. Over Haywood. And it's off the back rim. No good. Durant kicks to Payton. For star players, even after a loss, Steve, they're asked to give press conferences after the games. Talk about how difficult that is for a player in the moments after a very difficult defeat.
And this is where you have to use your teammates and obviously your PR guys around the team to help you and obviously gather yourself before you get a chance to go in there, because it's tough. You're running high with emotions and sometimes the wrong type of emotions.
Yes.
But I also, Kevin, would love to see on the media side, there are some questions I just don't agree with. I think you should get a yellow card if you ask a dumb question, and if you get a red card, you can't ask any more questions for that series.
I think you'd be handing me cards after everything I say. I'd rather be piled with cards in front of
Kevin,
me.
Not at all.
Peyton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
Ellis, who's checked in for Gary Payton.
One shot.
That's good from Durant. Johnson with it. To the paint. Chamberlain with the block. Here's Floyd. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Allen. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Releases from 15. That's good from Allen on the assist from Dennis Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
It's been this way all game, I'll tell you. Durant putting on a clinic.
Durant against Durant. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
The NBA is so financially stable right now, Steve. What's it been like watching this growth for the league overall?
You know, I've loved it because I think the partnership has been phenomenal. The league is growing both for players and also organization. They've done a nice job of getting a chance to hammer out some of these issues, to making it worthwhile financially for the league and also financially for the players.
And this is a guy, Sean Kemp, all the talent in the world, could be a perennial double-double machine, just a matter of staying focused.
Durant against Durant. Poke loose. Kemp with the steal. It's Durant on the wing. Defended by Durant. Inside. And stolen by Chamberlain. Here's Floyd. He's guarded by Johnson. Floyd passes to Thompson. Shot on the wing. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Solid use of the screen and roll from Thompson. A dangerous player who destroys opposing defenses off these sets.
Johnson kicks to Allen. Oklahoma City moving it around. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Over Ellis. The shot by Thompson, no good. And so Ellis will bring it up for Oklahoma City. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Thompson against Ellis. Thompson passes to Floyd. He kicks it to Durant. A second chance effort. Count it.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Johnson finds Ellis. The wide open look for Durant. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.